Hello, everybody. Welcome here. And if there's anything with the connection, had some little bit some issues, but hopefully everything is okay. You can hear me, you can see me, and welcome to all of you. Welcome to the new subscribers, and love your comments. Talking about the continuous of the energies of yesterday. Now I was looking at the charts. But what happens with you? Okay. So, I mean, those energies of purging, it still goes on. They weren't pretty. You may feel like a lot of the people shedding off old energy, shedding off old paradigms, old understanding, things they are not necessary anymore. You maybe had all those energy there. We call them the black energy. You feel kind of like a offset. You don't understand what is that coming into you. So today, that energy is gonna be the divine cleanup things for you. But you know, the divine can comes in and clear up and set things straight and so on within you. But it's your job you to maintain that, and not like keep on going and doing the same things over and over and over. And those things of coming in over and over, it's your responsibility. Divine is going to be remind you, hey, I'm doing this thing for a number of amount of times, but my job is I don't have to come in and clean up your own mess that you make. I want to teach you not to make the mess. And there's going to be some all within that kind of like a base primary energy. Okay, for it, it is about not making any future karma, but create the dharma. You clean up the stuff, you to getting in there, you to have that positiveness of what's coming towards you. And that is a coming for preparations of once Mars entering Aries. How you gonna start this new? Right now, the divine has been working at within the energies. You getting it, you purging it, you understanding it, and so it. And the divine is gonna ask you, I'm gonna call you. I want you to show up. I don't want to show off because the people who's gonna be show off, you're gonna be seeing it. And this is what we're talking about. You're either gonna create a peace or you're gonna create war. Are you gonna be a peacemaker or are you gonna be a troublemaker? And for that is gonna be leading from Mars. And it is pretty much the same time because if you pay attention, Venus is at 26 degrees, Mars is at 26 degrees, but the one it's in Aries, the other one it's where? In Pisces. Mars is still working on the last final steps of the subconsciousness of the last shedding of the energies. And since Mars is going to be joining Neptune, oh boy, this thing is going to be even coming out more clear as you've been. You're going to be purging. So in the next period of time, we're talking about pretty much week, there's going to be the shedding off of these energies. Continues going on and going on. Okay, Mercury, it is direct. That means that whatever you learned from point Z to point A when a Mercury was retrograde, now you have to start from point A. You finish it into the point Z. So when the Mercury arrives at the time, at the place where he turned retrograde, he's going to go back in the same space and sky within the same degree. Then the thing's going to go move forward. You're going to feel like, okay, yeah, I'm going to be moving forward. You got to do it, not just talk. Okay? Enough talkers, but there is not enough doers. Because everyone can talk, but how it is about to walk your talk. And that is it, what Mars is going to ask for it. Do these actions, do these energies. So with that being said, right there, here is the chart of what's coming in today for you. As you see it, this is actually the 8 o'clock energies up here. This is what you should see it at 7 o'clock in the morning. There is not much going on with the energies except that they're gonna rise up in there. They're gonna be increased of some of the intense energies for you. But the midheaven, it focus on where? Pluto, digging up within your subconsciousness bridges. Okay, let me talking about a little bit about those subconsciousness bridges in there. Hi, Jolene. Glad to have you here. Talking about that, back from what you were, you made the bridge within your subconscious of what is your new identity. But that your identity right now, it's facing the same things with a brand new reality, and you have to make a bridges in there of I'm building this properly. I redone it. I re-innovated, reintegrated, re-understand it. You are redoing everything that your old self did, but you learn from the mistakes, I hope. And that is the inner work. You finalize it, your inner work that you have been done. But if you have not done within the inner work, you're standing on the front of those bridges. Fear to cross them over. There is nothing wrong of crossing over, because crossing it over, it's require you to go into unfamiliar territory. But it's not unfamiliar territory, it's just another higher level of existence. You're already prepared for this. You're ready for this. The question is, are you believe in this? And that's what Mars is going to have some challenges with there. Your beliefs and hope that you can do it. Since Venus right now, it's squaring all this. I'm talking about this red line right here with midheaven and Pluto in the morning. Some of the feminine energy is like, I don't believe in these transformations. I don't believe in those changes. I don't getting into this and so on. I feel like I'm by myself on this and so on and so on and so on. Yeah, you can feel that. But that is telling you one thing. And you got the strength, the hope, the belief, the trust. Because currently Mars is where? Working on his psychological stability, his spirit, into subconscious that it's, you know what? I'm preparing to jump over those bridges. I have to reinnovate the world. I have to make something new. Some people will do that. Some people is like, I don't like this new world. I'm going to be destroying it because this new world is not great. And this is why when the Mars is coming in, you're going to see a lot of astrologers, okay? We are going to be talking about this. Some of the people, the astrologers, they're going to talk about wars. They're going to be talking about the crazy stuff, the end of the world, and so on. But it is about what is within you, the person is inside of you. Okay? So this is why those old energies are shedding off right now. And the divine is asking you, please, keep it clear. Keep clean your own self. I don't have to come out every time when you make a poop to wipe your booty. You need to learn how to wipe up your booty. And that's what divine wants. And you're going to see it today, especially talking about 11 o'clock challenges. You see them. They are right here in the center. And those challenges that it's coming in there during the 8 o'clock energy that is leading from the ascendant, it's Gemini. And that is directly connecting to this Lilith that has been sticking around in there. We're talking about this mean Lilith that it's in Virgo, while the Lilith, actually the true Lilith, is entering Libra. It is about, you see that shedding off of the old energies, which is the mean Lilith, and now you're clear. The clean Lilith, the Lilith that was originated by God, now there it's going to the relationships. So you're going to see that shedding off, it will clear your relationship. If some of you working on that energies, great, perfect, okay, but that old is going to continue shedding off, because specifically we're talking about Mars. That Mars and Neptune, it is opposing Lilith, that it's right in here. The midheaven, it is about like, okay, the old didn't work, the situations there has to be some new solutions. Well, before you find the solution, you need to find the cause. And if the cause is old culture, old understanding, old beliefs, old religion values that doesn't make sense, and so on, you need to move it out of your system. The new belief system that we can achieve and focus within the new solution, it's gonna come in, it's gonna tell you this is how you're gonna achieve it. This is the new way, this is the new road. And then it's gonna ask you, do it. But do it what? You just do it, you see a result. So as the day progressing in there is about the family energies. As you see, the moon is in Sag, and the moon in Sag has got the divine energies with the authority. That is going to be begin to this beautiful divine energies between masculine and feminine. We're talking about authority and intuitions. Finally comes in the same page. But the inner work is going to be done here within the moon. The moon, it's going to be like, hey, look at that visions, because that visions comes with Mars and Neptune conjunctions, which they coming in together. But it's all about these transformations. And please, authority, don't get so much about that transformation. Transformation will happen anyway, as long as you trust the divine. Okay, and you're going to see at the end of the day how this energy is going to be turning out for it. But it's about the family. Those is going to be who works for the family, creating family, building a family values, new family understandings in there. You're going to be facing the old ones. Why? Midheaven is in Pisces. The age of Aries of Pisces goes away. Okay, it goes away. There is so much values of this age of Pisces that we need to take it and reinvent it in there. But also there is a values in there. There is a before the age of Pisces. Those are old values of proper ethic and morals that we need to also bring it with us. So when you're shedding the old, you also have to understanding the new, how to make it better. That's what you're here. You to work with the things that are here, but to make it better. Reinventing. Okay. Age of Aquarius. All right, talking about 10 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be at Cancer. You're reinventing of this energy of the family. The midheaven, it's going to be with Saturn and the Pisces in there, digging up so much within the karma. A lot of the people paying off karma for something that probably they didn't did. Generational karma, international karma, countries karma, cities karma. I mean, if you think that you're only dealing with your own karma, you're wrong. You came in for much more than that. And you're going to find those limitations, because it's like, oh, I cannot do this for the others, I cannot do that for the others, and so on and so on. You're processing the informations and you're meeting totally new informations. That's your job. If somebody comes in and asks you, hey, can you help me with this? Yes. Okay, there you go. But somebody doesn't ask you, stay away from it. It's the way it is. All right, we're talking about the next hour. Some of you is going to be challenging energies because of this ascendant of Leo that is going to be opposing Pluto and squaring the sun. Authority, 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 government, and so on. Yeah, I'm expecting a lot of strikes for it. All of a sudden, the world goes turn and so many things for in there. But looking at within those energies, there's gonna be a lot of this. I'm lacking love. I'm lacking understanding. I'm lacking transformations. And this is gonna comes in from the old energies. They are gonna comes in, it triggers. But as you see it right here, if your things doesn't change, how you expect the world to change? First change is within you. And that's what this beginning of Leo's energies, that personal growth. Okay. So think about it. What you do at age of 17? What did you do at the age of 17? Because those age of 17 is related to what you are doing right now. What did you learn about the age of 17? 12 years back. You're 5. Oh, I understand what my family is now I can control things in the family. I want to be the king within the family. Well, you gotta be first of all king of your own, on your own self. Mature, growth, and be this wiseness of Leo. But you can be the other Leo, okay? The dark side of the Leo. Control, manipulative, or what is in some of the astrology they're talking about this behavior of manipulations and control. So look at it inside of it. If you have manipulations and control, you don't like transformations because transformation is asking you to change as well. But if you take that wisdom of changes, nothing can stop you because that's how you're getting that wisdom of perfections within you. All right, talking about this energy is going to be continue of the growth. You're going to be working on the self growth, even though you're probably at work in there. But that's going to help you to heal things. That's going to help you because midheaven is with Chiron. But the jump has to be done from within you. Oh, you can read the whole books. You can go out to so many people. You can go out and get so much information. And you think that the outside sources will help you. They can help you to straighten up your mind, but you gotta be very careful what you put in the mind on it. And that's what the divine is telling you. Hey, what are you putting in your mind? Dear authority, what are you putting in your mind? Are you okay within you? And this is going to be coming as a challenge, just because some of you is going to find this information. It is the government doing things right, but at the same time, are you governing yourself right? Because what it's in the inside is in its outside. And since those energies, they're going to be working that so much, that focus of Jupiter and Uranus, you need to understand these energies are so much affecting the people. But the people are facing what? The old. They don't want to change. They don't want to transform. And some of you have to cut ties. Some of you have to ending things. So for better future to come. Don't drag the old within the new. The bridges are not made it for that. The bridges. The bridges, they also existed. They're called bridge within the DNA. When you evolve, the new connections within the bridge, within the DNA is happening. And then that information of what you do as those bridges, it's passed on the next generation. And divine said, don't put any more dirt because that bridges in there. If you make a bridge out of wood, the water comes in, which is emotions, and it comes in and the bridge goes out. But when you make a bridge out of stones, thick to withstanding any emotions, you're controlling your emotions. That means you're controlling the flow of the water that goes underneath that bridge. Now you can safely cross over. You make safety that you need far within you. And that clears the path to not have insecurities. All right, talking about the next hour, which is that's where the midheaven with the sun is, and that is going to be focused, these divine energies. You know, this is one of the intuitions said, okay, we're going to go through it. We're going to change these things. Just chill. I hope you're chilling. Because if you're not chilling, you're going against the flow of the energy of the universe that tells you need to be there, you need to go this, you need to do that. And then you feel out of place and out of space. And it's like, what is that within me? Well, you feel out of place, out of space for two reasons. Either you go against the flow, or currently the divine is fixing your things and you have to be out of your house. Imagine a cleaning service coming into your house and they say, you know what, you don't have to be here. We're gonna do this for you. We need the space in there. Please just stay out. And now you're out of place and out of space because you're not home, right? And that's kind of what it feels like for some of you in your mind. Because what you let in your mind, that's what is gonna happen. If you put yourself with this, I was talking to someone today, watching these horror movies and so on, or play those video games, and they projecting from within you these things, and you're dreaming about it, and then it's like, "Why I have a bad dreams?" You will have a bad dreams because you allow it, these kind of like lower vibrational energies entering your mind. But if you just had enough fun, you don't let them within your mind. You're like, okay, it is what it is. I mean, you should probably, consider watching it, doing some other things instead of that. But it is what it is, right? Okay, here is the divine that's coming in and shows up there. This is gonna be at 2 o'clock. It's gonna be like, you know what? It's time for you to getting at this. Midheaven is gonna be exactly with Uranus and Jupiter, as you see it right here, and it's above. For it, that energy is gonna comes in. It's gonna be controls everything. Basically, it's gonna be like this umbrella. Is the divine says like, okay, I'm putting this energy shield on top of you, and I'm not gonna allow the water that comes in so you don't get wet, the dirt does not comes in, and so on. But I'm gonna have you hold this. I'm gonna have you get in responsibility of their own house. I clean up your house, we'll let these things in place, but don't feel comfortable in there. And that is of what you need to see in there within yourself. Yeah, the divine can do things for you. It's your job to maintain it. Hi, Andrea. Glad to have you here. All right. You're facing this duality as you see them. They're coming towards you. That was one of the, in the morning at 7 o'clock, that energy that comes in and it's opposing this intuition, and the ascendant is at Virgo. And since the moon is also at Sag, duality, brrr. Yeah, but that duality, it has its own purpose. It's the divine. Are you gonna following the divine? You're gonna follow the synchronicity of the future that is coming, because the moon is straight out here with the North Node and Mercury. Also, the moon, it's giving this synchronization energies towards Neptune and Mars. Better future to come. Intuition is what? Informations that come in front of you. Intuition is telling you, go look this information, go study this, go study that, go getting it what I need to get. It all depends on what you're allowing within your mind, and your intuition can guide you. Because if you put the fear, intuition is going to be, oh, you're putting the fears, you got to be careful, got to be mindful, stays in your fears. But when you look at it, if you put the solutions and resolving the situations, keep the things in there in place, guess what? The intuition tells you, this is what you need to do. That's kind of need to organize. The intuition is the path and the tool of whatever you put in on the front of the intuitions. That's what the intuition is going to guide you in there. So again, mindful what you're putting in your own house. All right, talking about this duality that's coming, yes, the divine is going to be fighting for you, has been fighting for it, but now is the strength. You're going to be testing the strength between these intuitions and authority in there for the growth. Shadows of a doubt, of course. Midheaven is at Gemini. The ascendant is exactly with the Min Lilith at Virgo, but the divine energy is towards Chiron, and of course Mercury with the North Node is too strong to overcome this. And it tells you this is the real work right now. Okay, that's what you need to do. You gotta have the love, heal yourself, talk positive to yourself, get into the new place, cross the bridge. If not, you're standing on the front of the bridge. And the questions that you are asking right now, to cross or not to cross, to be or not to be, this is the question. Yeah, well, that's it's tragedy there in Hamlet. And now we are talking about what? You're stuck. You're not stuck. You have the right to cross the bridge. You have the right to change. You have that energies of transformations. It's always been given into you. All I have to do is do it. All right. You do it. For what purpose? You know, doing has to have something that it needs to do. If you see the divine energies, they're like a pentacle, and there are those green energies for it. You see those divine energies, they're going to come to you to maintain this balance. But who does that? The true Lilith. True Lilith that has been clean is designed from the divine preparing for that energies of what she needs to accomplish. And now you see it is about the family. That energy is here from Lilith, it goes in towards the sun, and it coming from the moon. But begins where? The one side, it's beginning from Lilith, the other side begins from Pluto. That's transformations of changes that it's coming. It clean up the home, which is Cancer. Cleaning the home. That energy is coming down. You clean up your emotions. The emotions gives the guidance into the authority. And authority sees how clean you are. Now the divine cleans up your house. You see that cleaning service is coming. It's done. You saw how it's been done. You may feel clear. You're going to be filled with the great energies. You're going to feel like with the positiveness is in there. But healing is where it happens in there. The whole cleaning service and the relationships. And the seventh house, the contract, keeping your word, doing your things. Because that ascendant is very good, trined with Pluto, very beautiful sextile with the moon, and those divine energies from the inner work and the authority, which is that is going to be the unifications between intuitions and authority when they're working together, and a very good, proper communications. Some of you wanted to have good communications. Now you have it. It is there. It is for you. Are you going to talk? You're going to speak? Because Mercury went direct. Okay? So use that week right now before Pluto is beginning to turn stationary and be in retrograde, because that week of span, a lot is going to happen. And we're going to be talking about this, how much a lot it's going to be happening. All right, so 6 p.m. Midheaven, it's at Cancer. You go back home, you see this home values that needs to be changed. The pressures, the past, the so on. Are you going to be dealing, you're going to drag in that past with you over that bridge of transformation? Or you simply is going to be like, you know what, let me drop the luggage, let this to dissolve, I'm going to do the new things. And those new things, they're coming from Saturn, who's teaching you how to be. But as you see it right now, right here, we have this yacht from Saturn about what happened in the past. But the past, it's coming, is suppressing the future. And some of you suppressing your future because of the past. But there is an angel wings. And those angel wings, they tell you, you do the right thing, you're going to fly. Are you ready to fly? No, you're not. Mars says, I'm not ready to fly. I still have to do and clean up my tanks. I still have shading off old energies. And some of the people who have a patience to understand those energies, they are the one who knows how to do the right work. And someone who has no patience and doing a premature actions is in there for it. they're just gonna create the war, the mess. They have to relearn things. For some, that's what's gonna happen. And you're gonna know about it. Lack of maturity. You need to understand that the most personality disorders, 95% out of them, they're coming in because of lack of maturity. And that maturity is gonna come in and tricks out. But the maturity happens in Leo. And now that energy that you saw a few hours back that is gonna come to you, now you have to work that out. 7 p.m. You're home, probably dealing with wife, kids, and so on. And you're trying to exhaust it your authority. Well, the authority here, which is currently is going to be at the 7th house, this is the masculine energy that says, I'm the man in the house. The kids, I don't care, go in your room. Wife, go ahead and cook. I'm the king here. You all have to be. Wow, this has to be, you know what? Let's go. Let's have a talk. Let's see these situations. The inner work of maturity right here, of the midheaven, the wisdom that we talk about, that Leo's wisdom in there, it's coming down to Mars and Neptune. It's like, well, let's stop for a second. Let's see more deeper. This is the old energies of dealing. How about we change this process? How about we go out? How about we can talk and see how to figure this out? And it's your responsibility of intuitions to tell you this to your authority. And you need to take the intuitions and they execute this. As I see it, this is a kite energy. And that kite is going to make you fly. So you have the angel wings and then you have a kite. So the energy is going to come in. Those angelic energies that it comes into you, they're going to tell you, come on, you can fly. You can do it. All right. So we are going to the next, which is going to be at 8 p.m. Of course, you make communications, but all the things you're describing and you focus on the problems and so on and so on. I can't do this, it is, this must be, that might be. Most of the people run from these situations. While the midheaven tells you grow, mature, and fix the issues. Stop running away from the issues. Because if you don't run from the issues, they're gonna come and fire you. But if you work in and focus with this, you're gonna fix the cause. And then have the solutions of permanent base. Because you're not doing it anymore. You're not creating red flags. You're not creating any problems. There is no more stagnancy. You're just like, I see the bridge, but I know when to cross it. I have that wisdom now within me. And that wisdom is going to come in. That wisdom is going to come in. You see it here at 9 o'clock. The ascendant at Scorpio shows you. You know, Scorpio is that energy of have access to everything, to good, the bad, and the ugly, and the dark. And then you see it. And Saturn says, like, okay, I taught you how it's going to be. You already know how this is going to be. You know everything. You put that things in your mind. You did all this. We cleaned that up. Now can you keep it clean? That is when the wife clean up the house and you walk in with the muddy shoes. You're like, oh my God, what did I do? You clean up your own mess. To appreciate it, what the mess are. But it's the same thing. You picture the house is your mind. What kind of thoughts you allow it to play? Because the divine shows you to clear up that mess of the divine from you. You're clean, you're purged. And here it's at the energies of 10 o'clock, the midheaven. It's coming that, work. Let's point out, Chiron, the self-healing. Part of the self-healing is you not to damaging your own self anymore. Talking about this wounded empath. The wounded empath, when I see somebody falls off, right away goes in there without recognizing that you really have to help or you don't. Hi, baby. Glad to see you here. And that's going in there. And the person is like, you know what? I don't need your help. Oh, no, 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 let me help. I don't need your help. Oh, no, 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 let me help you. I'll get it. Then you help that person. And guess what? The person is like, okay, thank you. And you're expecting some more and more things, you know. That's what the wounded empath is in there, because they feel the pain. But you also accept that pain from that person as yours. And now you're wounded. But if the person is there, it's like, hey, can you please help me? Now, the good empathy inside gets triggers. It's like, sure, of course, what can I do for you? Can you help me? I got this. That's what I have. It's like, okay, here, what you need to do with this and you're on. And that's the road to go. Heal this. So you're doing the divine work and teaching the person not to do the mess. But you are the person who needs help, and you're the empath at the same time. Did you get it? Got it? Good. All right. 11 o'clock. Talk about this. The ascendant is together with the moon. The inner work is with what? The Lilith. And all that leads to where? To the authority. It's your authority to maintain this. It's your responsibility to clean this. You put these negative minds in there, the situations that it's in there, and that's how the things keep repeating itself. But if you clean up your relationship with yourself, you have a clean relationship with others. And that's why these energies up here, as you see it, those energy with Pluto, they're very powerful. Very good blessings for the air signs. Very good blessings right here for every communications that has been done. But all these blessings are done here in the material world because of what? The universe and the growth, Jupiter, they comes in and they worked of what you need to shed off to heal there. Okay, that's what this is. But don't resisting the inner processes right now that goes on with the masculine energies within inside of you. Here's the masculine energy, which is Mars and Neptune. They are working with Pluto, the transformation, but they're also working with their growth and the sudden changes that needs to be. So if you need to make a changes, that's what the Jupiter and Uranus want. You make change, they make change. That's how the evolution is done, guys, together. And that's what we'll talk about today. The primary energy is what can we do together? But together begins from within you. You with the divine, you within your mind. You're always together with something. Okay? And when the divine comes in to clean your house, keep it clean. Maintain it at least. Okay, guys? That's all I have for you. If you guys have any questions, you may ask it now. If you're not, I will see you tomorrow. And come back tomorrow for another wisdom with the astrology up here, guys. Thank you so much. And of course, here is your gifts. All right, guys. take a look inside of you. Everything is inside. Okay, everything. Be love and have a great day.